Minecraft speedrunning. What words do you think of when you hear this? Dream, piglins, pearls, alumina, and blaze rods are all words that may come up in your mind. Now, what you might not expect to hear is modded Minecraft speedruns. Various people have attempted and even is succeeding in doing various speedruns of different mods, such as Twilight Forest, Ore Spawn, and mod packs such as RLCraft, but there is one mod that, to this day, has not had a competitive or even existent speedrunning community. That mod is, of course, Galacticraft, aka the Space Mod. Now, if you've been around the Minecraft YouTube scene for a while, you might remember a couple of series of groups of YouTubers trying to get to the moon faster than anyone else. However, they all took dozens upon dozens of episodes to even get a rocket and reach the moon, which might make it seem impossible. In reality, the speedrun can be pretty easily beaten in under 3 hours. And that is what I am here to prove to you with facts, research, and my own journey into the depths of space. Now, before I get into my own experience, there are a few things to mention. First, as all speedruns are concerned, there are rules to apply to it. Now, most of the rules of this speedrun are the same as a normal Minecraft one, with 1.12.2 being the latest version of Minecraft you can speedrun. However, the one exclusive rule is that for a proper completion, you need to have reached a Galacticraft galaxy map with a rocket ship launch sequence preceding the pop-up of the map. Now you might be wondering why. Well, because there is a hotkey option in the game which allows you to bring up the map, and that could be considered completion, but I had to add another rule onto it, so it would actually have to, you do make a rocket ship so you can go up to space. While there aren't any other rules right now, depending on how the future runs of this go, there will be more implemented rules for features or bugs that break the run. Another thing to mention is that unlike a Minecraft speedrun, mining and making machines becomes crucial for this, with information about ores, machines, and their parts located on the Galacticraft wiki, which will be located in the description below. While many parts such as proper defense and a need for food are still part of the run, it is a mostly peaceful and safe one. However, an actual peaceful difficulty run is not what I had in mind while creating this, and at least to me would be considered a different run entirely. Most of the specifics of the run will be located in the speedrun portion of the video, and I will go into greater depth as much as I think will be necessary to explain each part of it. Overall, I have declared 5 phases for the run. The first one is getting basic items such as food, furnaces, crafting tables, and tools. Phase 2 is about getting simple machines and getting 2 important materials, diamonds and raw silicon. The third phase makes you craft more complex machines, get oil/refine it, and getting the launch pad of a rocket. Phase 4 is where we're going to get all the materials for the rocket, including compressing all of the ingots, which I'll explain later. And in Phase 5, you actually craft up the rocket, fuel it, and launch it into space. Now, without further ado, let's get right into the speedrun. I have linked my entire speedrun in the description, as it is decently long and pretty cut down in this video. I've also blurped out some moments that would make it not friendly towards YouTube algorithm, so that's just a little heads up to you guys too.
Electric Boogaloo. Could you name it that? Just the Joe 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I might. That's probably gonna be the another island one. Here's me logging into the world and starting the run. Not much to see here, but thought to just put it in here for content's sake.
On a fair number of times when we've had these chats.
He's just not been on it. So after getting some stone tools, a crafting table, and a furnace, I went over and killed some sheep. While mutton is nice for food and all, the wool is very important here, as I needed to craft aluminum wires, as those allow power to run from a generator to other machines to power them up. Any oil in chat, please? I need oil. I need to get rich. Please give me
any oil in chat, bro?
Now, as you can see, I've made it to a prime location for this run. Why is it good, you might ask? Well, for one, a cave is where around 85% or so of the run will take place, if not more. And 2, oil is more common in deserts and oceans. so I can find it without having to search for a pocket of it forever. I also have a lot of more food right now, so I can last a bit longer in this harsh location. True.
That's a hot take.
That's a hot
I
take.
know.
There we
But
go.
the comments don't.
As you can see, we have completed phase 1 of the run in around 13 minutes, which is generally longer than average, but still pretty solid. Now we will go for a coal generator and circuit fabricator next. Give these, you, and I'll wait till it's to 16 gigajoules. Now we have created the two basic machines a little over half an hour after the run is started, which is pretty decent. The circuit fabricator will create different circuitry by placing 1 diamond, 2 raw silicon, 1 redstone, and a special item, along with some power or joules, coming from the coal generator. Now, these special items vary, such as redstone torches, redstone repeaters, lapis, and other strange materials. For this use, I'm putting a redstone torch, which will create a basic wafer, which can be used for compressors and a fuel loader. The coal generator, as mentioned, creates energy for the machines by smelting coal and passing the current through an aluminum wire. Honestly. Okay, oil achieved. Here's just a clip of me getting oil for the rocket. Not much else to say here. 2 compressors. Let's see, one. Now that phase 2 is completed and I have gotten a bucket of oil, I then decided to create the compressors next, which each take a full anvil to craft. And that's pretty expensive. However, this is probably the most important machine in the entire run, as it takes 2 ores and compresses them down into plates. You can also take these plates and combine them with others, or with other raw materials, such as coal. With this, I can make the rocket launch pads, fuel loader, refinery, fuel canister, and all the rocket parts to actually build up the rocket. Let's see. There we go. NASA workbench achieved.
NASA workbench.
It literally has its own custom sprite, which is really complex. And a couple of seconds before the 1 hour mark, we have our NASA workbench made. This is a crafting station where you can craft rockets, moon buggies, and even cargo rockets, just for items to travel to space. I was also able to craft both the fuel loader, which loads in fuel into the rocket, and the refinery, which turns oil into fuel, crafted. And once I had the launch pads, I would be able to enter phase 4. Boom. There we go. Phase 3. Just a clip of the pads being crafted. Now that we are in phase 4, I have to collect a stack of iron, copper, aluminum, and tin ore, along with over a stack of coal, and a little bit more of even the ore later on, as I would soon realize. This, and compressing, is the longest part of this speedrun, and without it, I would say that I could probably do it in under an hour, which right now is not very feasible. After a long half hour and 5 minutes, I have finally gotten a couple stacks of ores, and have just gotten over a stack of aluminum, as it had taken a lot longer than expected to get that ore. I had finally reached the point where I was crossing from phase 4 to phase 5, starting with crafting the rocket engine. It was now only a matter of time to craft the rest of the rocket and launch into space. Unfortunately, I was a little too late and had reached a 2 hours and 3 minutes mark in the run, which is a bit slower than I expected to be. We have finally done it, and created the rocket that will take us to space. All that is left is to fuel it up and launch into orbit. And with that, this has been a full Galacticraft speedrun to space. Honestly, can't imagine why it was so hard for the US to do. It only took me around 2 hours. But seriously, this was a really fun challenge, and I hope we can do it again someday. Especially if it's in competition with other people. It'd be a lot of fun. In the meantime, enjoy the view. Alright everyone, Time to get the speedrun done with. I feel it's gonna be like 2 minutes and 7 minutes. 2 hours and 7 minutes instead of 2 hours and 6 minutes, let's be honest. Alright, everyone, so close. 3, 2, 1, go! Lift off. Alright. Come on, we gotta do it in 7 minutes, right? Yeah, I mean, come on. We're like, what, halfway there in 7 minutes? Oh, we're not even halfway up the world. Darn it. Well, we're gonna get there eventually. In just 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 13.55 seconds, we have reached the galaxy map of Galacticraft after launching from the rocket. Personally, this is my best time, with my past 2 runs being 2 hours and 37 minutes and 2 hours and 27 minutes, with an overall 3-minute improvement. Now, I think I could have easily gone in under 2 hours if I did not travel as far, find aluminum quicker, and just remembered the recipes a bit better. As it is now, I plan to create a Galacticraft category on speedrun.com, and I encourage others to try and beat my time. Now you might be thinking, will I have to play on 1.12.2? It seems so archaic compared to 1.16 versions. Well, I have great news, as a fabric version for Galacticraft in 1.14 so far is being developed, called Galacticraft Rewoven. There is a good chance that you may not have heard about this rework before, and that is because over the past few years, Galacticraft has shifted outside of the public eye, being replaced by others such as RL Craft and even the resurgence of Pixelmon. You might also think that there is no way this mod is still being worked on, but there's a whole dev team that is constantly working on both the upgrading of the version and adding in new features, with the latest update coming out in April of 2020 this past year. So, if you are interested in speedrunning the mod, or even just playing through it, then I encourage you to join the Discord, which can be found on the dev's Twitter, which is on the wiki. Honestly, I cannot express how impressed and excited I am about this mod, as it adds in such a well-wanted feature into the game, and I encourage everyone to show support for it and the devs. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and share with a friend, and once again, the entire speedrun with some blooping out of certain words is in the description. My name is Just the Joe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I feel like I'm talking to